What is going on, everyone? This is your man King May coming back with you all right here in the King May YouTube channel. You all welcome to the very first video on the RP series, you guys. The RP series, we're trying to get everyone in here settled in. At least so far it's been myself and Jake, and I've got myself a farm already set up. If you guys watched the video on Friday, you watched me kind of go through a nice casual sort of how-to, if you will, a little bit. Now there's some quirks right now with editing and whatnot that trying to get figured out, but won't really be able to do essentially until we kind of get like a version-isk of global companies. Now I know for FS22 we already have ourselves a production chains, which essentially is global company, but I don't know, I'm gonna need some sort of a mod. There was a setting in that global companies that allowed me to kind of be able to get in here and essentially took away like the collisions around buildings where I could kind of work on some of this stuff. So went ahead, if you guys haven't watched that video, make sure you go check it out. Pretty casual, just kind of tips and tricks on building a farm and kind of going over a little bit of the controls anyways, as far as developing a farm anyways, as far as doing like the landscaping and everything else. So anyways, we are here. We got ourselves a busy one, y'all. We're gonna get right back into the old role play that we were doing before on 19 here. So for starters today, I gotta show you guys a new extension of the farm here, and well, it's animals, you guys. I wasn't kidding. We are going to be doing quite a few animals here. So I literally have one of everything. So we got to get this skid steer here on down there and get her unloaded, and we got a pallet fork there in the back of the truck. So I'm gonna have to detach the trailer and get that unloaded, get that down there ready to go for the animals here. We will be going and purchasing some soon, probably not right off the bat, but very soon we will be. But let's get on down the road here, and I'm gonna catch up with you guys once we get this unloaded. We got quite a bit of field work as well, so hey, if you like the video, make sure you go ahead, tap that thumbs up button for me, and of course if you haven't yet subscribed here to the King May community, make sure you go ahead and you do that for me now as we are pulling on in. I can give you guys a little bit of a tour here quick. There's not a ton to see just as of yet. I mean, as we're getting out here, I mean, we got a little bit of a basic setup now. I'm gonna have to play around with cattle. There is a how-to out there from a few of the fellow content creators on farming simulator here, but anyways, we're gonna rock this here for our cattle pasture. I'm not gonna do much of everything, you guys. I will eventually. I'll kind of get back into what I was doing, but as of right now anyways, I'm going to keep everything fairly small. We're just going to run about 10 of everything, about 10 cattle. Over here we got ourselves a chicken coop, which actually we might go ahead and purchase some here later today. Aside from that, we got sheep set up right here, horses back yonder kind of towards the back, and then far down there you guys can kind of see it. We'll go check that out later. We got ourselves a silage pit so that we can get our silage for the cattle, and we have ourselves our pigs down there as well. I know it's a bit spaced out. I kind of wanted to, I should have gotten the silage pit down here a little bit closer, but it was starting to get a little, I don't know, maybe I could have put it right here or something. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at it later. I might move it. All right, there we go. We got the bucket in there, and we're just gonna tuck it in there for right now. I'm thinking we're gonna actually stack bales in this here shed. I'm thinking it should do fairly well for that. All right, we just got back to the farm here. Now the one thing I haven't seen yet today, oh no, I really hope Faith didn't run off again. You guys, if you did end up purchasing a dog, I'm telling you, the radius has been unbelievably extended. Now, my dog, her name is Faith. She was halfway across the map. I'm not sure where she ended up going this time. She's probably out hunting rabbits or something like that, but anywho, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep going with the day though. Here I got some food placed down for her, so at least if she does come back, she can go ahead, she can eat her food, get that taken care of. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop in the old 7R here now. All right, there we go, got her fired up here. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna head out this way. We're gonna head on down towards Jake's place. We got a field up here that we ended up getting some tillage done on, and we need to go ahead. I'm going to try out a few different things here, a few different strategies as far as field work. Things were a little bit different on 19, and it seems as if the changes made with FS22, that there's just enough in changes now that, well, we need to kind of make sure that we get the right path of tillage done here. Otherwise it may or may not actually work out the way that we would like it to here. So I'm going to test it out. We ended up doing some plowing up here on this field with essentially a subsoiler. It's the 2720 Ripper. Now that 2720 Ripper, when you guys do download it on Mod Network, which by the way, make sure you guys pay attention here. I will be getting a link out soon, and when it is, it'll be on every single video of, well, we're gonna just keep track any and all public mods that we are adding, that we are playing with in any of our videos. If they are public, they're going to be completely laid out in a list for you guys and ready to go, so that you can go ahead, click on that list. If you find something in a video that you guys really enjoyed or want to use, you will be able to go onto that Excel sheet and see it, and see the download link right there for it, just to help you guys out with getting mods. Just because we know anyways that a lot of you are really looking for a lot of mods in 19, and a lot of times I would try to give you just a general place to go and look and search for yourself, seeing how it does become quite a lot of work to keep track of every single mod, especially when you have close to 3,000 mods like we were running before. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna back up here though. Let's get this little spot that we missed right here. There we go. We're gonna keep on trucking away though. Today we do have some harvesting that we do need to get done with the sorghum, so you guys make sure you hang on tight here. I'm going to get this liming taken care of on this field, and well, we will eventually have some rocks that we need to pick. We're going to have quite a bit that we're going to need to get done here around the farm this September here, so let me keep getting after it. I'm going to catch up with you guys after a little bit. I do just want to point out to you guys the action of the spreader with lime. It is so much better. It really is, you guys. More of a dust appeal to the lime kind of coming out and floating up. I'm just absolutely loving it. Now, if you guys weren't aware, if you do download the 2720 Ripper, such as what we are using now, two different variants come up of it. You can either purchase it as just a plow or as a subsoiler. Now, the version I got is a subsoiler. However, it counts as a plow and then leaves a cultivated texture. Oh, we need to be very careful of the weight here. Oh goodness, you guys, we almost rolled that. We got plowing achieved, cultivated texture, but rocks were dug up from using that 2720 Ripper. Now, I also have a field that was down there that was in a plowed state. It was already counted as plowed. Be careful of that as well, you guys. There's a lot of places where the ground may be in a plowed state, but you need to plow it again, because this field over here, it was showing that it needed to be plowed. We went ahead, we took care of that. Now this field over here, field number 6, it was in a plowed state, but right now shows fertilized, which means that it doesn't really need to be plowed and doesn't really need lime at the moment. Those two are taken care of. So we're testing out a few different things here. I will have a how-to video as far as the proper states once I do a little bit more testing on my end, and I'm sure a lot of you have already played quite a few hours more than I was able to this week, especially with me having to work. I'm sure some of you probably already know, but for a lot more of you that are still figuring it out, I will do the work, and I will have a how-to video out for you to help anyone else out. I got one more field that we need to lime, and I'm going to catch up with you once I'm done with that. All right, there we go. Just finishing this field up as well. Like I said, this one was in a plowed state. We went ahead, we ran the rock picker on this field. It left it kind of a cultivated texture, gave it a bit of tillage actually, and now we went ahead, we limed it. So two different states, two different styles of approach that I am working here on this farm. Now we do have quite a few crops that are on their way growing up here. They're going to be taking a bit, I'm hoping anyways, that we'll be able to get all this harvested up yet this fall. All right, there we go. We got the helper here on the farm. He's going to run on down. He's going to get our sprayer filled up there with liquid fertilizer, and then we're going to go ahead. We're going to get to spraying, but in the meantime, I went ahead. I got the 7R hooked on up So our Dagelman rock picker here. We're gonna go grab the rocks out of that field, get that done for the day here as well. And then by that time, I'm hoping anyways, we can get maybe some spraying done very quick. And we're gonna finish up with harvest here on that sorghum for today. Now, what I am noticing here as we are testing this is that this field, it's not changing the lime state here, but keep in mind, even though it was cultivated, we don't exactly have a seed bed yet. And now I am curious with running the rock picker through this field, seeing how it was showing in a state of cultivation once we ran our subsoiler through the field. I am curious now how that is going to work. No, it is not. We're still in a cultivated state and we're running the rock picker through. It's not changing the state at all. So we're gonna have to run our Great Plains turbo till. We do have one of these sitting back at the farm. That turbo till is considered in the disc harrows, so that harrow will go ahead, it'll do some shallow cultivation to the field, but it should leave this ground in a state of seed bed, which means it will be ready to go to get planted up for this spring. Now, as far as getting that done here yet this winter, we will see. I might try to go ahead and get all the tillage done in a sense so that I can have everything in a seed bed ready to go. I'm going to keep going on this field here, picking up rocks, and hopefully that AI helper, he will be back here after a little bit. When I'm done with this, we'll go ahead, we'll get to spraying that field down before we hit harvest. All right, there we go, got that taken care of. We will get better here as we go. Now, it is a little bit different, you guys. Things are different, especially with having to pick rocks. You know, normally, especially with a Dagelman rock picker like this, you would normally just go and pick up a couple of the bigger rocks with this thing. You know, smaller rocks, if you're seeing them, you know, you probably put them in a rock box in the front of the tractor or something like that. But for the sake of the new game and playing it, I just kind of want to show you guys and just try to role play through it, as much as it may or may not be realistic. I know I'm gonna sacrifice it just a little bit for the new game, but we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get this old rock picker put back away, and we'll see if our hired hand has come back yet or not. We'll see, catch up with him and see if we can hop out in the field, do some spraying here before harvesting, you guys. And there we go, we are off. We got the sprayer down now. We want to make sure we're not burning off any leaves here with that 28%. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get that nice down in by the roots, make sure that we're trying not to burn the plants at all. The stems should be healthy enough, and we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna get that shot of nitrogen here, get this field taken care of, and a little boost of fertilization anyway. All right, here we go, firing up the old harvester. This is gonna be the first time of me harvesting sorghum. Now, I know, you guys, if you want, you can use a forage harvester with a header. It looks like it pretty much just a basic, like a corn header, cutting header, if you will. Normally you'd use it for corn, for chopping corn silage. You can go ahead, you can use one of those on the sorghum if you guys wanted to, and use sorghum as essentially chaff, what was in 19. We will get to a little bit of everything here, especially since how we are doing the greenhouses down there. We are already exploiting the production chain with that. We do have ourselves, and we do own already an oil plant, so we are able to take our sunflowers that are down there. Once we harvest the sunflowers, we can take them down, make some sunflower oil, as well as the olives. Once we are harvesting olives next year, we can go ahead, take those, do the exact same thing to the oil mill, and then sell the olive oil. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to continue on here with harvest on this sorghum, and we're going to call this one a video, you guys. Showing a little bit of everything already in the first true RP video here on the new FS22. We will be getting Jake in on quite a few videos. I'm hoping we can get the rest of the guys in together, have some fun here on the new game, and really get some good RP videos out to you guys. But y'all, this has been a fun start here. Little bit of randomness this fall. Definitely trying out a bit of everything here on FS22, and well, having quite a lot of fun. I hope you guys are as well, but I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.